So D23 has come and gone, and y'all, we got a slew of announcements, especially from that Friday panel. So let's go over those major announcements. Big shout out to Filmstock for putting together this tier list. Let's rank these by I'm excited all the way down to don't care. Y'all let me know your thoughts down in the comments as we're ranking, and let's rank the D23 major announcements. Let's do it. All right, guys, so we are here to rank the announcements, and it looks like they're maybe going in a certain order, maybe not. Let's go ahead and rank these guys, starting off with, man, honestly, my favorite announcement of the whole night. Incredibles 3, I need it now, y'all. Listen, I love the first two. Yes, I love 2 as well. I know a lot of people were disappointed, and I can understand, 2, the villains were not great. But man, I love this family. I really enjoy them and seeing them go on adventures together. I think maybe we could age things up a little bit just to see where the kids are as teenagers, young adults, in college. I really want to see Jack as a teenager, man. We got to see Jack grow up, bro, and maybe Violet's either in college or fresh out of college. Like, man, we could really excel the ages of the children and make it a relatable experience for older viewers and younger viewers as well. So I'm very excited for The Incredibles 3. That soundtrack and score will live on forever, okay? Giacchino, you kill it every time. Moana 2, y'all. Listen, that first Moana, majestic. I love the first Moana. Maui was so cool. Moana and him and the adventures. Really, really awesome first movie. Loved the music. I'm maybe a little more skeptic on this one because I heard it started out as a TV show and then we have no Lin-Manuel Miranda. But after that last trailer, things are looking really good for Moana 2. Looks very heartfelt. Looks like it's got that heart and soul that the first one really had. Moana 2, I'm very excited. I can't say I need it now just because, again, I'm a little nervous on a couple things, but otherwise, I'm very excited. I'm not going to waste y'all's time. Not really a monster trucks guy, never really have been. Sure, it's The Rock, that's cool. I'm not really that excited for Monster Jam. Like, maybe if I was a huge monster truck guy, I would love it. Honestly, though, I'm not really into monster trucks. Avatar, Fire, and Ash. At this point, are they copying The Last Airbender? Because now we're on fire. The last one we were water. The first one I feel like was earth. The next one we gonna be Avatar, air. Like, they gonna be flying in the air in the next one. Listen, Avatar as movie experiences are extravagant. I mean, you get this beautiful CGI world that takes damn near a decade each time to make these movies, and it's just beautifully charted. It's visually stunning. You feel like you're in Pandora until you get this thing on a actual TV on your 4K or your HD TV at home, and you're like, oh, it was okay. I mean, like, listen, the movies are experiences. Not necessarily a movie you're gonna watch over and over at home. Not for me, at least. Like the first one, like the second one, wasn't crazy about either of them, but I loved the experience of going to see them. So I'll put it under I'm curious. I'm definitely gonna be sad the day of, though. Dream Productions, this is going under I'm excited, guys. I am very excited for more and more Inside Out 2. Like, listen, I said Inside Out 2, but the first one is great as well. And honestly, I just think this has the potential to be Pixar's biggest expandable franchise. They can really expand around this lore very easily with new emotions, introducing new stages of life. And here, we're diving into dreams, where the emotions are creating productions and movies for Riley's dreams. And I think this makes so much sense. This is an easy way you can make a spin-off. It works. I'm super excited for it. I can't wait. I'm going to be checking that one out. Win or lose, I'm still maybe a little confused on what all it's about. I even saw the trailer and I was like, oh, it looks cute. Maybe it looks like something, you know, kids will really enjoy. I'm going to say, Like, I'm just not really into this one. I think kids will love it. Maybe. Cool. I'm not really, I don't know. I'm not really, like, over the moon about it. Toy Story 5, though. Okay, so I love all the Toy Stories. Yes, including 4. I know some of y'all are staring at me with daggers in your eyes, but listen, Toy Story 4 was a jam, okay? I enjoyed Toy Story 4. Love Toy Story 3. That is my favorite Pixar movie of all time. 1 and 2, definitive animation pieces, period. I really, really love the Toy Story franchise. I think 5 has potential to be another good one, especially with the premise of the toys versus technology. I think you have a premise like that and it really is relatable for young kids now. Because man, kids have such easy access to iPads and phones and all kind of stuff. It's so easy for kids to just dive into technology now. When we were kids, it was like, oh, you know, you might have your Game Boy and your PlayStation and all that, but you still had to go outside. So Toy Story 5 is going to be a very interesting dynamic between the toys and the electronics. I want to know how Woody's back. Like, I thought we had an end for Woody, so I think bringing Woody back is definitely a little bit of a mystery. I want to know why and how. But honestly, I'm excited. I like the other ones. I think 3 did have a great ending. It could have ended the franchise. 4 had a great ending. Could have ended the franchise. They saw a need to give us a 5. I was skeptic about 4. They proved me wrong. So I'm excited for Toy Story 5. Elio. So this one here, I want to see some more of because I think the premise sounds fun. I think it looks cool visually. Something about it, I'm just not gripped. And you know what? America Ferrera sounds like she's being replaced by Zoe Saldana. Maybe that Zoe Saldana is who takes over that character. I thought that was Elio's mom, but I'm not sure. It might be the aunt because that's who Zoe Saldana was cast as. But anyway, I am super excited for this one. Or, let me dial it back. I love the visuals of this one. I can't say I'm quite excited though. I'm a little curious, I think, because I don't know. I haven't seen enough to really form a huge opinion about it yet. I think some elements play off a little generic, but the monsters look really cool. So I'm gonna go with I'm curious for Elio. Now, Hoppers, I just want to see some more. I'm like, all right, what's this girl doing switching bodies with a beaver? Like, what's the lesson here? What's the charm? Where's the? I'm pretty curious about this one. I just want to know some more. So I can't say I'm quite like over the moon excited like the 3 above it, but I definitely want to know more about Hoppers. Zootopia 2, we going into Need It Now territory, guys. I love that first Zootopia. I think it's underrated Disney. I can't wait to see more of these characters get back into this world, expand upon this lore. I think Zootopia 2 has a huge potential to be a phenomenal film. Frozen 3, another one that I love. I love the first 2 Frozens. I want to get back to Anna and Elsa. I want to see what they've been up to. I think we can chart out this world even more. Into the Unknown, such a beautiful song. Let It Go, such another beautiful song. I'm looking forward to how they're going to top both of those movies. So I gotta go with Need It Now for Frozen 2. Skeleton Crew. So Star Wars has had a bit of a bumpy ride lately. Listen, we had Mandalorian season 1 and 2, which were awesome, and then we went into Book of Boba, not great. Andor, which we'll get to soon, phenomenal, probably their best project. And then we kind of fell off with some things. Ahsoka was okay, Acolyte was okay. I just think it would have been this franchise as a whole is a roller coaster ride right now, because even Rise of Skywalker I didn't love. So we're at that point in Star Wars where things feel a little all over the place. This seems fun. It's like a Goonies meets Star Wars, Stranger Things meets Star Wars. I like that vibe of the kids and making it adventurous and curiosity driven and them wondering, you know, what more is out there. I really want to be in the I'm excited, but I just can't be with where Star Wars is at. And the trailer looked good, but it maybe didn't get me extremely excited as much as I wanted to be. Jude Law's in it, and what's cool and interesting is that Jude Law doesn't seem to quite carry the trailer. I'm curious to see how big his involvement is as soon as they get to the series. And also, man, how many of these damn Jedi done survived Order 66? I'm like, y'all could have just started a new order at this point. But yeah, Skeleton Crew, I'm gonna go with I'm curious. I'm just not like over the moon excited. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. We'll see. Andor, another one where I can just pop it right and Need It Now. Whatever they're doing over in that corner of the universe is what all of Star Wars needs to be doing. Between Rogue One, Andor, and now Andor Season 2, I don't know what like freedom they've been given over there, but I'm like, please, can we give that to the Book of Boba Fett people and everybody else? Like, let's not make them shoehorn the Mandalorian Season 2 in the Book of Boba Fett. This Andor franchise and Rogue One franchise with Andor, Jyn Erso, and all them, This is such a spectacular franchise, and I love that Andor really explores what the resistance, or I'm sorry, what the rebels had to go through in order to make these things happen. And it's not always good things. Sometimes they had to do bad to beat bad. So I really like that. I really like what is shown us in this universe. And I feel like other shows could take a page from Andor's book in the sense that they can be more explorational. They can be a little more daring, different, feel unique, and feel like they're in their own box. So I love Andor. I think that's what it does best. Very, very hyped for season 2. So The Mandalorian and Grogu. You know, we all loved season 1 and season 2. Season 3 definitely was a little bit of a downgrade. Even though I didn't hate it, it was a downgrade from the last 2 seasons. I think what The Mandalorian and Grogu has the potential to do, since it is the season 4 of the series, I think it has the potential to kind of bring us back into focusing on Mandalorian and Grogu. I think if you give us this movie and it's just Din and Grogu really going on this huge adventure, not only do you give it the spotlight back to those two, you also have more audience who will know who they are. Not like Baby Yoda toys weren't coming out and plushies and stuff. Like, that's always happened around The Mandalorian. But I think you're missing some part of that core Star Wars audience that didn't watch all the shows. That's maybe thought, you know, Mandalorian looks kind of cool, but didn't watch it. I think you can segment that audience back into these two characters in this move. I think this is a good move. Maybe, just maybe, it would have been better to actually have Mando season 1 be the kind of launch point. But I know, you know, we're way past that. But I'm excited to see Star Wars back in theaters, and I'm excited to see the two of them go on an adventure. Now we've got Ironheart, which we haven't seen anything up until D23. We've seen some screenshots, a leaked trailer. Ironheart, man, honestly looks like it could be a lot of fun. The suit looks better. The CG looks pretty cool. Dominic Thorne is great. So is Anthony Ramos. I'm very, very excited to see more Riri Williams. I actually thought she was great in Black Panther 2. Even though she kind of was a bit of a plot device, I still think she was fantastic in the role. I think she just was dope and has such cool energy. I'm excited for more Ironheart. I can't say I need it now, like this next one or the next two, but I am very excited for Ironheart. I know I'm probably in the hot take for that one, but hey, I really like it. I really like Riri Williams in the comics, and I'm excited to see her new suit. Honestly, we caught a glimpse of it, and it looks really cool. All right, we got Daredevil Born Again. Yeah, let me not waste your time with that one. Daredevil Born Again is an absolute need it now. The first 3 seasons, best thing to come out of that Marvel Netflix. Some of the best stuff to come out of Netflix originals in general. Daredevil is fantastic, and all the characters, Wilson Fisk, played by Vincent D'Onofrio, Daredevil himself, played by Matt Murdock, played by Charlie Cox. Just an incredible world. Gritty, bloody, a different side to Marvel we hadn't really seen in live action up until that point. We'd had a few forays, of course, Blade and things like that, but on TV, that was just such a huge thing for Marvel. So a well done show. We've got Muse coming in, Punisher's coming back. Man, I'm very over the moon for this. I can't wait, y'all. This is gonna be Daredevil season 4 basically, and I'm here for it. Speaking of 4, we've got Fantastic Four, and everything that comes out of this movie, we in the need it now. Everything that comes out of this movie just looks awesome. From the score, to the little teaser that they shot, to the photos, to the sweatshirt. Man, it just screams 60s iconic characters. I'm so excited for this. We've been through whiplash with these movies. At least the first 2 have the nostalgia factor going for them, are enjoyable for that reason. That 2015 is a mess. What a nightmare of a film. This new family just seems to have a lot of chemistry. I feel like the actors already get along so well like a family. Y'all, I'm so excited for this. I can't wait. I think this is gonna be the Fantastic Four's first like big win live action film. Hopefully, that's what we hope. Speaking of Marvel, we've got Agatha All Along. Not Agatha Harkness, or not House of Harkness, not Coming to Chaos. Agatha all along, guys. I'm very, very excited. Another one where the more things come out, the more excited I became. At first, I was like, really, Agatha getting a spinoff? Then you give me this witchy, spooky, Halloweeny sort of vibe with the show. You give me a loaded cast with Aubrey Plaza, Patti LuPone, Deborah Jo Rupp. You have this incredible cast. Joe Locke. I mean, I just think that it's going to be fantastic. And they're going to be singing. Like, it just all plays into like a Halloweeny, witchy vibe sort of miniseries. So I'm very excited for this. I gotta know if Wanda shows up. Y'all got it, man. I almost said Star Wars. Marvel, bring Wanda back. But anyway, I'm excited. And then we've got Captain America 4 Brave New World, which I'm very stoked for. Listen, the Red Hulk looks awesome. From that clip in the teaser, man, he looks great. So I'm excited for this. Anthony Mackie is Captain America. I love Sam Wilson being Captain America. I'm a little worried about the focus. I'm like, all right, we still need to focus on Cap, and it seems like there's a lot going on here. But Civil War did a really good job of focusing on Cap as a central story while having a lot going on. So I'm excited. Percy Jackson, I gotta say, I automatically gotta go with I'm curious. I haven't seen the first season. Seen that movie and it was terrible, but I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about the first season. I haven't seen it, so I gotta go on curious, but I'm very, very excited to actually check out both seasons, so I definitely want to check those out. Freakier Friday. Now listen, I was hype about this news, hyped to get a sequel for Freaky Friday. That song that the band plays in the movie is so good, man. And Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan at the time were really, really great together. And hell, they were continuing to climb the actress ladder, so they were really good at that era. I worry about these legacy sequels. They're so like hit or miss. You know, you've got stuff like Terminator, which was a miss for me. And then you've got some other franchises like Top Gun, where it's like, okay, the sequels is actually better than the original. I'm not sure where Freakier Friday is going to fall into. It could fall into that, oh man, this feels like Disney Channel quality, not quite as good as the first one. Maybe we didn't need to dig this up. Or it could be something that's beautifully endearing for adults. I'm not sure. I'm going to go with the I'm curious just in case. Then we'll see how things go from there. Now, Lilo and Stitch looks awesome. Stitch looks great. I mean, he bursted out of the logo, looking and feeling so much like Stitch, sounding like Stitch, moves like Stitch. I mean, it just looks like Stitch, and I'm so excited. I'm really hyped for this one. He ain't quite as blue as he was in the cartoon, but hey, this is live action. Love it. I'm very excited for this. I gotta see more. Ooh. I gotta see more. We still haven't seen Lilo. We still haven't seen The World. We haven't seen Lilo's sister. So I want to see some more before I really determine. So I'm gonna say I'm curious because I just feel like I want to see some more. Okay, so Snow White, I reacted to the trailer and I said, okay, things are looking good here because I like Rachel Zegler. I think she's very talented. I think she's a fantastic singer. I think she's building up as an actress and getting better and better per role. Admittedly, like, there's some CGI stuff going on that just looks very Uncanny Valley, and also the live-action Disney remakes, for the most part, are just not great. This is what really set off Disney animation, this movie. So we'll have to wait and see. And then somebody pointed out her hair looking like Lord Farquaad. I'm like, man, y'all clowning. So I gotta put Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And I'm curious. I think the dwarves look a little cool, to be honest. I know some thought it looked creepy, but I think the dwarves look cool. I know this might disappoint some because I really like sci-fi franchises. Tron's just not one of them. Didn't really love Legacy. Love the soundtrack. I mean, I love the score by Daft Punk. They were very, very well, like, it was just well created. That soundtrack was great. I can't even tell you some character names, guys. I can barely remember Tron at all. So, honestly, I'm gonna just be real. I don't care. And it has Jared Leto. I'm good. The Lion King, Mufasa the Lion King. So, this prequel, wow, the animation looks gorgeous. It looks like they really took notes from criticism in the first one where people were saying the expressions are dry and blank. They add a lot of expression into the lions this time. You could tell there's more charm. Like, there's literally a shot in the trailer of Mufasa and Scar, like, smiling and kind of bumping heads together. That's exactly what I wanted from the first one in terms of the emotion. It just seems so emotionally driven, just like the animated movie. Very well done. I think this looks visually very well. Only thing about this one, I'm actually excited about this one. The only thing I'm a little taken aback by is that Mufasa's an orphan. And I find it weird that we have all of this lore of Mufasa telling Simba certain things, communicating in certain ways, being a king, almost as if it was passed down to him, but he's an orphan? I just find this odd, and then it just kind of gives an odd perspective to Scar as well, because then it's like, okay, well dang, like part of me feels for him if this orphan came in and stole his birthright throne. It's definitely a weird change in story, I think. So I want to know how they're going to play that out, but this visually looks awesome, so I'm excited. You guys got to let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What are you feeling like you need right now? What are some projects you just don't care about? And then what are some things in between that you're excited for, you're curious for? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And hey, if you're new to the channel, the name's Leo Rydell. Here at Geekly Goods, we release geeky videos on a daily. So hit that subscribe button if you're new, and we'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.